नानक चिंता मत करो चिंता तिसे जल में जंत उपायन।
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satsanga Ji, it is always a great honor and a great privilege that we have to spend this time with each other. And as we all know, these are very challenging times that we face. To try to get a better understanding within ourselves and our families, our sangats, of what is really happening in this world and what changes are taking place. But we have an advantage, and that advantage that we have is that Guru has given us the teachings. Guru is here with us today, and Guru is guiding us into our tomorrow. But what does that mean, that Guru is guiding us into our tomorrow? Guru is giving us the pathway through the knowledge of our teachings and what is embodied within our Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. The teachings to understand how to live in this life, how to progress into our future, how to be devoted at the feet of God, and how to let Guru guide us. Every day as we read in the Hukamnama, every day we hear, is the guidance and the order of life. And that guidance is to teach us to be mentally strong, to be spiritually alert, to be physically relaxed, to share what we know with others, and to spread the understanding that in this life, that our greatest asset is our devotion. Devotion, we call divine ocean because it's vast. In our devotion means that which is a belief that we hold that can never be shaken from us. This is what I gained coming to the feet of the Guru. Coming to the feet of the Guru for me was not that I was looking that I should find a new religion or something to change in that way. I was just looking for a way to live and a teaching that could guide me. Because already many, many years ago it came in my mind that the world will be continuously changing and shifting. And to come to the feet of the Guru and then to embrace this way of living and to become Sikh and then to become Khalsa Amrit Chak was a decision that I consciously made as I understood that Guru was my touchstone. Touchstone means that Guru is that which is always there, which I can always go to, which shall always bring me to a balance within myself and guide me in this path of life. And when I understood this more deeply, then I also understood that my life was to serve the Guru. My life was to serve the Sangat. My life was to learn how within myself to become a better human being. When I was even a teenager and I was searching for truth, searching for teachings, it was because I wanted to learn more about myself, and ultimately I wanted to become a better person. And that's no different today. Guru guides me to those understandings. In Gurbani, Guru says that we make many mistakes. That's the human. We're always going to make mistakes. This mind of ours will always be a challenge to us. But Guru says when we become devoted to that light of that Guru who is forgiving, and we forgive ourselves, we forgive others, as God is so forgiving, as Guru is so forgiving. And forgiving is in the word. And in that understanding that we continue to go and grow and prosper in these times, help others, we reach out and teach out. And spread the teachings. The world has to know about our Gurus and know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji came at this time of this Kali Yuga. He came at this darker time. And he brought a message of truth. He brought a message of the oneness of all humanity. He brought the message that the way to peace in this world is through recognizing each of us as the same. Now, no one before Guru Nanak Dev Ji spoke that way or shared that way. Before Guru Nanak Dev Ji, many said that God was outside of us and that we had to have someone find that God for us and take us to that God. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sachapada Shah, said, nay, he said, that's not true. He said that God lives within each of us, and each of us can experience God. And that experience of God comes from Vaheguru. The experience of God comes through the vibration of the Naam. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, meditate on God's name, meditate on the Naam. And through the vibration of the Naam, of the name of God, through the sound vibration within ourselves, it changes this brain waves, we can call them. Gurbani is a powerful tool that shifts the brain from being just dormant, being unsure within itself, and raises us through the combination of the sound of the vibration. We call that Shabad Guru. And through Shabad Guru, through the technology of the sound, current, and vibration, it changes the brain function. That brain function, which it changes, is to give us an alertness, a calmness, and to take us out of our fear and out of our doubt. Many are calling me, many are sending me emails and messages and texts. And they're saying, Bhai Sabji, I have a lot of doubt in these times. I'm doubting what my life is. I'm doubting what our future is. I'm doubting what I should do even tomorrow. But Guru teaches, don't have doubt. The doubt is only that which in the mind that separates a human, us, each of us, from God and from Guru. Whenever we have a doubt, we become separated. There's a division between ourselves and God, a division between ourselves and Guru. So what does that doubt tell us? One is we could run from it, the doubt. We can be afraid of it. We can live in our fear. Let doubt overtake us. And when that doubt overtakes us, there's a pattern and there's a cycle that happens in that doubt. That doubt will always grow, that doubt will always multiply, and that doubt ultimately leads to depression. We become depressed with life. But what does Guru teach us? Guru teaches us to be impressed with life, that we should be impressed with life. And what does that mean? That means whenever we have doubt, we have a mind, doubt will come up, fear will come up within us. It's what we do at that exact moment when that hits us. That is the time, rather than running from it, rather than going into a depression through it, that is the time to come to the feet of the Guru and ask for that guidance and trust in Guru's word. Trust in the word of Guru. Bani is there to read every day so that the mind of ours will not get trapped into a doubt and the mind of ours will not get trapped into a fear. And it works precisely through the sound vibration of Shabad Guru. Shabad Guru, we say, is a quantum technology. What does that mean, quantum technology? It means it's the exact pure science of the sound vibration as it relates within the self and how the mind functions in the body to vibrate within us as we speak it with our tongue and the tongue is reciting and the sound vibration is going through us, that it changes the frequency within our mind to not allow doubt and fear to enter. To give us the strength and the courage, we say, Guru, is your kirpa, is your blessing that I am here today. That is the power of our seva. The power of the seva that we have, the service that we give, that seva. And to be calm, Sahaj seva, Guru says, Sahaj seva. Be calm in the self, serve through that calmness, and inspire others. Because I learned when I became Khalsa, I am Amrchak, what changed in me? I'm still the same person, but what was the change? The change was that embracement of understanding, that when I gave my head to the Guru, that I would serve the Guru for the rest of my life, and give my life if I have to, so that others can live. That is the power of Khalsa. And together as Sangat, what can be defeated? We only can defeat ourselves. We say in English, don't be a victim of what is happening. Many today say, oh, I'm a victim of this, I'm a victim of that. But Guru taught us that we shouldn't be a victim, we should be in victory. Victory means that we should win it. And Guru is giving us this pattern, this way of life, to live this life, that we should live it without fear, without doubt. Guru says in Mantra, near Bo, near the Vairag, have no fear as God has no fear. Don't be in that doubt. Because God is the Kartapurta, God is the doer of everything. This creation was created by a creator. We're here as creatures living in this creation. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji elevated the entire spirit of humanity to understand the greatness which lives in each of us. Guru opens the doors to our greatness. That is the power of Vaheguru. It's simple. What does Guru teach me? Guru taught me that I have to make the impossible possible. That what would seem like I would be defeated, I'd have to turn to a victory. And I understood this, and I said, well, how do we do that? I asked those questions too. I said, well, how does that happen? How do we shift that within ourselves, that we can't be defeated no matter what happens? And the answer that I got, that I received, was Guru said, trust me. Trust in the teachings of our gurus. Trust those teachings, because those teachings are true. And that's the message I received. And when I understood that within myself, even though we all question, we all make mistakes, who hasn't made those mistakes? We all have, is very true. But we never leave the path of the Guru, and Guru carries us through, even when we have to correct ourselves, even when we do those things we say is so foolish. That Guru corrects us. Guru is that we call the corrector. It corrects those mistakes. And simply says it's forgiven, but don't repeat it. But we get caught. Those 5 attachments, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Lust, anger, greed, pride, and attachment, those 5 things. 5 attachments. And Guru says, leave those attachments and be only attached to my feet. But those attachments within ourselves, that's what brings us confusion, because the mind will always shift. The mind always moves. The mind is always influenced. In Gurbani, the power of the mind is that when Gurbani vibrates through the mind, and the vibration of Gurbani is stronger inside of you than the thoughts of the mind. That's the training that we have in Gurbani. That's the training we have every single day doing Nitnam. That should become more powerful within us than the thoughts of this mind. And I looked at that within myself, that when sometimes those thoughts come in, and I get consumed with those thoughts, or those doubts, or fears, or anxieties, or stresses, or not being sure, what is my way through this? How do I get through it? Why did I do this? What was I thinking when I did that? We all have those questions. And always Guru has shown me the pathway, has shown me how to change, has given me the guidance through, so that I may bow my head in that humility and say, Guru Sahib, you guide me through it. Because today I can't guide myself. And as I've watched it over many, many years of my life, 4 decades now, over 40 years, at the feet of the Guru, and watch what I go through and the changes that I've had to make within myself, those mistakes that I make, when I'm foolish in my behavior, all those things, to gain a deeper sense of who I am. And still, even at my age, still going through that process, because it never ends our whole life and beyond. But as I said, that advantage that we have is that even if we stray away, some people say, well, somebody left this, and somebody said, yes, but they can always come back. And we want to encourage, because today our teachings, what Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj brought at the teachings to us, gave us this distinctiveness, gave us a way of projecting our life, is to help others to get through these times. We're not here that we should make another person seek. We're here that we should help all people, no matter who it is. and should help and be leaders in this world to guide people to that safer shore. That is the strength of Khalsa. Within that strength of Khalsa lies our Sangat. And Guru talks in Gurbani so much Satsangat has carried us through vibrating and meditating with the Sangat that shall carry us across. Because I learned that there's 3 parts of understanding of the elevation of a human. The first we call individual. There's the individual, my process that I go through, your process that you go through individually. Our meditation, my individual sense of that vibration within me. And when together as Sangat we vibrate with each other, we advance that energy that multiplies through each of us, that creates a much greater vibration, a group vibration we call that. And the pattern is from the individual to the Sangat, to Paramatma, to the infinite soul. From the individual to the group to higher consciousness. From self to Sangat to Paramatma, to experience Sirjanahar, to experience the greatness of that which exists and created us. And to hold ourselves always in that understanding, to never leave the feet of the Guru. So Satsangaji, again, my way of thinking is this, for right or for wrong. But I had to understand it from my Western mind, to embrace it deeply within, to let it expand out through me, so that I could follow that path and never think about even leaving the path of the Guru. And I came from Canada, I came from English background, I knew nothing. But as soon as Satanam Vaheguru resonated within me, that first time I heard of the Gurdwara, they were doing the Simran Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. From that moment of time, I knew in myself, I felt it. And I then, right at that exact moment when I mutta and brought my head to the feet of the Guru, that wave, we could say, of energy, that wave, that lot, that jot, that light came through me and into me. And I knew that I had found something very special in this life. And in all my years of studying and learning and growing and reaching out and spreading the message of Guru Nanak throughout the world, I learned that this was a teaching of universal truth, that any person could embrace the understanding of Ek Onkar. And so many outside of us this is the trend today, of the oneness of all humanity, but we have the technology to help guide people into that oneness. Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us the technology to guide others into the oneness. And that oneness has to begin within ourselves. We have to feel, you have to feel, that we're at one with God. One means what? No duality, no separation. To trust that God and Guru are in you, and you are the living vibration of that God. This is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught. To honor that within you, to get rid of our anger, our egos, to get rid of that stress, to serve others, to help others, to expand ourselves out, to grow ourselves out, to serve all humanity. And in this time that we're facing now with these viruses and things that are happening, and the instability of the world, and the instability of those that are calling themselves world leaders, who are unstable within their own mind, that don't know or understand exactly what this rhythm is, who are the ones to lead us and guide us, are guiding us where? Not to the oneness of self, not to the oneness of humanity, not to pure peace and freedom for all people, but to a deeper control and fear environment, which Guru says in this Kali Yuga that will happen. Because today, with everything that is shifting, everything is becoming known. There's nothing, and Guru says so many times, God knows everything. You can't deceive God, you can't hide it from God, you can't fool it. That God knows everything. So those who are trying to guide us outside of ourselves in the so-called normal way of life doesn't exist anymore. Because through this time, as hard as it could be and challenging it can be, it has awoken millions. Millions have awakened. Millions of people have awakened to understand that the true peace will come when the whole world, the global consciousness is one of the union of humanity. But we know that Guru Nanak Dev Ji began that and spread that teaching, that understanding. That our power, our strength lies in seeing each other as the same. When we greet each other, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Let the vibration of that which is pure within the self be the call of the uniting of all. Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And through that power of that vibration of that Vaheguru, that victory shall come to us and come to this world. The seed of Satnam was planted by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The healing power of Satnam Vaheguru was embedded by Guru Ram Das Ji. And the power to never be defeated through the vibration of Satnam Vaheguru was given to us by our 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And the embodiment through each of our Gurus to put the Shabad, the vibration, into the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is that which shall carry us forever. So it's not a small thing, but is a beautiful thing. Because everyone and anyone, no matter who they are, where they are, what their belief, can come to the feet of the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, can hear the words, can understand the teaching, and be guided in this life. And that's how I understood it and believed it so much that my mind said, why does the world not know about this strength and this power? And the simplicity of the teaching and how it makes one so humble, so devoted within themselves, that there's no fear of reaching out. There's no fear of death. So Satsangaji, that has to be our commitment in this time. And this is the commitment our children are looking for. Our children are looking, our young people, young adults, are looking towards us. If we don't help them and guide them to the feet of Guru, so their questions can be answered, then what seva are we doing? It's as important, that seva, to bring our young people, our young adults to an understanding, our children to an understanding of the power of that devotion at the feet of the Guru, is a seva to give for future generations. As important as any seva is important. But we have to think also, as a Sangat, about our future. And these times bring that within us, that we have to understand what this future is to become. And Guru has laid out that understanding of what that future is to become. And that future, Guru says to us, shall be in our devotion. That future shall be in the guidance of our Guru. That future shall be that many generations to follow shall carry the light of the Guru in their heart. And that millions and millions of people shall embrace these teachings. And it shall be. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, Khalsa shall be 960 million. We don't know what face that will take. We don't know how that will look exactly. But that shall come true and is coming true. And we are the representatives of that. Our compassion, our giving. And the world sees that in our reach out, in the aid work that we do, how we reach out, how we want to bring people together, how we want people of any faith to come in when we can come into the gurdwaras and be in the presence of the Guru and feel that peace. We have to help people feel peaceful in these times. If we're not at peace within ourselves, then how do we expect to spread a message of peace? And that peace has to start within each of us. We can't wait and say, well, when the world comes to peace, I'll be peaceful. That's not true. Your world in yourself has to find the peace today. That's my belief. And I search always, every day, for that inner peace. Every day in the Amrit Vela, doing my Simran and Nitnem, every day I go into that understanding that within this I want to find that inner peace within myself. And that strength within myself, that I may serve even that much more and give more of myself, so that we can usher in this time of peace and of change, because it's going to get even heavier. It's going to get even more controlling, because as those who want to maintain this structure which doesn't serve humanity any longer will want to maintain it and hold on to it, and shall do that by putting fear and doubt into the minds of all people. We have to be stronger than that. We have to understand that. And we have to serve to help others so that others can gain that understanding and that freedom. And we do it through peaceful methods, and we do it through sharing Simran. We do it through sharing who we are with each other. We do that by having a strong Sangat. So Satsangat Ji, let us come to this understanding. Let us live in the truth of our heart. Let us not be afraid, and let us not have any doubt about what our tomorrow shall bring. And that all happens through our devotion, our love, our kindness, our compassion, our givingness, our strength, our courage. And remember, as I've always said, it comes in the trinity of body, mind, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit has to be strong. Satsangat Ji, I look forward to being with you again in our next program. May Guru bless you, and may you be strong, fearless, and may our Sangat be unified, organized, and together in these times. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
बिना विरोधी दे नानक चिंता मत करो, नानक चिंता मत करो, नानक चिंता मत करो।